Morning, everybody. Oh, it's a beautiful, 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 what is this, Thursday? Somebody tell me what day it is. Because you know, when you get to my age, sometimes you sort of forget. You know, the days sort of blend. So you need to break that down for me, wherever you're watching us from. It's a beautiful, brisky Thursday morning in the city of Lusaka, LSK. Pit scene, morning, good morning to you, pit scene, Chisha. I want to show you something that I think is really important and is sort of, it should be part of our way of life, especially in the central business district. The moment you begin to ignore this component, you know, you sort of lose yourself. You do. Joshua Banda. Hi, Joseph. Hey, how are you? Patience, Chishala. Sharon. Please tag the mayor, tag Honorable Garing Kombo, tag the Ministry of Health, tag all of them. Tag your local councilman, for goodness sake. Could you do that? Yama, how are you? I'm okay. You, Francis, how are you? Catherine Brantley, y'all. My dear friend from TikTok. So good to see you, Catherine. Thames, Lucky, Peggy, all of you. Guys, I'm on Cairo Road. I'm going to cross the street here directly. Just want to show you something really important. Now, like I said over there in my preamble, I said it's important for us to recognize, I'm loving the mittens. The mittens are working. And don't let anybody tell you different. Those mittens are working, okay? The streets are clear. The sidewalks are clear, but they're not pristine, okay? Let's be clear about that. They're not pristine. We got a long way to go. Let me tell you what's dangerous. I think that's dangerous. How in the world do you have a sidewalk with a big old gaping hole, and the assumption is that the people walking around here are familiar with this terrain? What happens to a visitor? What if, hey brother, how are you? Thank you so much. Good morning. Hi guys. I need to let you know, I'm loving those glasses and I love the blue. So where are you guys going so early in the morning?
We are going to the station.
Okay. Are you leaving town? Are you leaving Lusaka?
No, we are sending something.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay. What are your names? What's your name? And wonderful. Nice to meet you guys. Do you want to say good morning to the Facebook people? Thank you. Cheers. Bless you. So the assumption is the people that are regulars, they know that this hole is here. What happens if you're a visitor? What happens if you're from out of town and you're walking, you're walking down the street, you're whistling, and all of a sudden you step into this gaping hole, you twist your ankle, you break your leg. Come on, guys. Let's dot all the I's, let's cross all the T's, for goodness sake. Alrighty. So I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something that I think is really important. Okay? Now, like I said, the streets are clear of vendors, okay? And of course, that just depends on how you want to define that. But the streets are not pristine. Hey, morning. Thank you. The streets are they're not pristine. Pristine means they're not perfect. Okay? We're getting there. All right? At least, it's a step in the right direction, for goodness sake, is what it is. Okay? So here it is. You got the fire brigade. They're spraying. They're cleaning the middle portion. And did you guys know? I didn't know this. I had no idea. You know who told me this? You're not going to believe this. I was talking to... you need a jacket, son. It's a bit brisky. You need a jacket, for goodness sake. I was talking to Honorable Garing Kombo yesterday. I had a meeting with him, and guess what he told me? He said, do you know that Cairo Road, this is Cairo Road, okay? Cairo Road has fire hydrants. I didn't even know that. Did you know that? Tell me in the comments. Tell me if you knew that. Hi, quick question. Did you know that Cairo Road has fire hydrants? Did you know this? You didn't know that? Well, you and me both, sister. You and me both. You and me both. Be careful. Have a good day. Don't get run over. Cheers. So here's the deal. Cairo Road has fire hydrants. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here it is. Let me show you. So what they're doing is that we're now so this is the fire brigade. Good morning, gentlemen. Bauzen. Oh, some flowers. Okay. So this water, Mr. Fireman, is this water coming from the fire truck there, or is it coming from the hydrant? Okay, so where is that a hydrant there? See, that's a fire. It's supposed to be a fire hydrant. Do you know what a fire hydrant is? Can you tell me in the comments? No, mamuzambia tuarifio naula. Tuarifichita vandalize. That's a fire hydrant there. Can you believe it? A fire hydrant is a source of water, mate. So for example, so for example, if this is just as an example, okay? I'm not trying to doom the building to hell or anything. For example, if that building there, for some reason, through some series of unfortunate events, that building there catches fire, and then that truck there runs out of water, guess what? That fire hydrant is what the fire brigade would use as a source of water. They would connect their pipes to that fire hydrant there so that they can put out the inferno that's engulfing that building there. No, mamuzambia tuarifiona ura. I don't know. And incidentally, morning guys. Mwaenda kuti? Mwabuka kuti? Kabotu. So nge green completion. Did you guys wake up this morning and say to yourselves, you know what? Let's go green. Did you do that? Mwachibuka lero chira titwala fuale fya palana. Or mwachifuala fya? It was just a coincidence. Okay, your name? Jonas. Finish muchta?
So still fixing.
Still fixing?
Yeah.
Quizza? Okay, all right guys. Baposhe now pa Facebook. Just say good morning to them.
Morning.
Thank you. Thanks guys. See you around. I'm loving the green tops. I am. Bless ya. Right. What was I saying? I was saying that, do you guys know, most people don't know this. Sean Porter says, are you still live on TikTok? Yes, Sean, I do TikTok lives. Not as often. Well, lately I've been doing more Facebook because we've been going through a transition here in Lusaka. Our vendors are being moved, so I had to spend lots of time on Facebook covering that because my Facebook audience is mainly comprised of Zambians. So here it is. This is the fire brigade. Okay, they got this Leviathan boy. Leviathan of a pipe, boy. Tell you what. I mean, these things are so antiquated. They're so old, it's ridiculous, boy. I mean, you would think a city that's been alive for as long as we have would have something way better than this here. Oh no, we got a jalopy for a fire brigade, boy. Fire brigade. Tell you what, if any one of these buildings came down with a fire, I seriously doubt if this here one single. I doubt if he'll take care of it. Honestly, really. All right, here it is. So So guys, for those of you that have just now joined, did you know that Cairo Road has fire hydrants? Did you know this? These are our men and women, well, men mainly, that are servicing the fire hydrants along this Cairo Road. Lusaka says, Mr. Mwewa, that's worth $1 million. Boy, I'll tell you what, if that's worth $1 million, then boy, I tell you, something's wrong with the currency system in the world, boy. If that's worth $1 million, that looks like something I could buy off of eBay. You know. Tobias Ngulube says, let the council do proper road markings. Amen to that, mate. Yes. And then, you know, let them put, you see, whenever you have a spot like this, for example, okay, let me give you an example. Okay, once again, for those of you that have just now joined us, we're on Cairo Road. Whenever you've got a faded pedestrian crossing, by Lusaka City Council, can you please paint them? Can you please do the needful? If you are going to allow street vendors and the cadres to be taking over the city, where are you going to get the money to provide services like painting the pedestrian crossing? This is why council's job is the revenue generation and the service delivery. Those are the two things council does. Revenue generation and the service delivery. Kwasira, don't give cadres an inch anywhere where council can make money, whether it's in the markets, parking, rates. Get all the money you can, because that is the money you're going to use to service the lights, to paint the roads, to provide the bins, to collect the garbage. Now you, Lusaka City Council, if you just allow cadres to run amok in the city, fakani vima vendors mu street, tizipanga drama from vendors imwe, makadas imwe. If you do that, you allow markets to just do whatever the hell they want. Where are you going to get the money? So, a spot like this, mate, where there's a pedestrian crossing, you're supposed to put bins on either side, mate. There should be a bin there, a bin there, a bin here, and a bin here. There should be 4 bins here, mate. Why? Because it will take away the unsightly habit, dare I say, of throwing stuff on the ground, mate. Unbelievable. I mean, look, you got heaps of garbage. In 2023, in the LSK, we've got heaps of garbage. What type of craziness is that, boy? What type of, you see that guy stopped there, right there. Yes, and all this, you see, all this should be green. All this should be green, mate. This should be green grass. The reason this is not green is because you had street vendors who were occupying this spot. Vendors were occupying here. What you know, in Hi there. How are you? I love the fact that you're still COVID conscious. That's very good. How? What's your name?
Violet.
Violet. Where are you off to?
Heading to.
Okay. Well, have a good morning. Please say hello to my audience.
Hello.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Thank you, Violet. Cheers. Bless her. Do those same hydrants have water in them? Yes, they do. You know why? Because this Cairo Road here, some of you don't know. I remember years ago, I'm 53 years old. I remember riding down this road with my dad. I must have been maybe 12 or 13 years old. My dad says to me, he says, do you know that there's a huge body of water underneath this road? I said, what? He says, yes. He says, there's a massive reservoir underneath this road, full of water. So yes, there's water. There's water. There's an abundance of H2O, mate. Right. You see, that strictly speaking, that's called a water gun. Strictly speaking. Okay. So, gentlemen, I'm a hydrant. It's clear. I'm a hydrant. He cannot. He's not at liberty to speak to me because anything he says would be regarded as official, sort of, an official sort of announcement by the fire department. So they don't want to, make a mistake by saying the wrong thing, so they can't speak. And I understand that, and I respect that. Okay, because as far as they're concerned, they're waiting for. They would rather somebody from what do you call it? Not marketing. What's the department that deals with the public? Somebody tell me in the comments, because I don't know these things. Look, I don't know everything. Okay, I mean, if you think that I walk around thinking I know everything, you're mistaken, mate. You are. Vernon Chilanga says, keep it up. Lusaka City Council, the city's looking good, like we are in Rwanda. Nomba moneni fikofia bap. Pakairo. This is nonsense. Edo, this is from street vendors. Badaba Shama Orange. These are street vendors. Money. Nani walafi kusa. That is the reason. You should put a bin there, a bin there, a bin there, and another one there. Why? Because this spot is a very important catchment spot. Right, public relations department. That's right, public relations. I knew it was on the tip of my tongue. It was. It just escaped me. Because that's what happens sometimes, is that it escapes you. Public relations, it escapes you. So that's the shop right there. Let me walk across. Let me show you the type of confusion. PF. Part of that confusion, the UPND cadres wanted to inherit that confusion. They wanted to inherit it. Kuti no, na ifo turire po fuema cadres. Baisa Papa Fiat yo, kanshi HH has a different agenda. We say Papa Fiat yo, Garing Combo has a different agenda. We say Papa Fiat yo, the mayor has a different agenda. They want to clean the city. They want the city to be functional. Not if you want to fia bushiro, fia kutima booth everywhere. Dirty everywhere. ShopRite, this ShopRite. When I was a little boy, this was called Mwaiseni. Some of you are too young to remember that. You don't remember Mwaiseni, you don't. So you see this side here, this corner here, it was full of booths, full of confusion. The booths are cleared. You see this corridor here, it was constantly obstructed, mate, by street vendors. And they put everything in here. I mean, they put everything from nuclear warheads to women's panties to men's headscarves to goats, and they had everything you could think of. They literally placed it on this sidewalk, and I mean, you could get anything here. And what sort of country is that? How in the world are you going to have women's panties next to goats, next to nuclear warheads, next to timber? It was a cacophony of noise, mate. It was just a mess. It was an absolute mess. And then here it is. You've got Now, and this is what I mean by it's clear, but it's not pristine. Pristine would mean not only do you clear them, but then now you replace the sidewalks. You put nice pavers. You put bins along the thing, mate. You don't just leave it. Because if you just leave it the way that it is, because here's the thing, guys. The rule is this. If nothing changes, guess what? Nothing changes. That's the rule. If nothing changes, then nothing changes. So the key is to change. That's the key. The key is to change things around. And when you do change them, you change them completely. You don't do it half-baked, for goodness sake. Oh no, honey. You don't do it halfway. You don't do it 80%, 90%. Honey, you gotta do it 100%. You know why? Because that's how you affect change, is when you do it all the way. So here it is. This is the ShopRite. This parking area, Muniba PF, parking Yava ShopRite. Bwana, it was just confusion. It was just total unadulterated and diluted confusion. Why? Because in those days, it was Vinavameno Inverera. Vinavameno Inverera, just dance it the way you want it danced. Ngorefo kusunda sunda, ngorefo kudyanya, ngorefo kubika booth bika, ngorefo kupose fiso so pachita, just do it the way you want it done. No one is going to tell you anything. What type of society is that? That is why I'm trying to educate our audience to tell them that police patrols, in England they call them being on the beat. You know, when you see police officers, 2 police officers on duty, walking, patrolling the street. In Zambia, bakapokola musibidi. Now, it is either he's in a hurry to go somewhere, or he's just passing. And say, no, sir, there's an issue here. Issue? That is completely wrong. We should have active police officers on the beat, on duty, patrolling the CBD. Why? Because that's how we bring crime down. That's how we do it, mate. What, you think crime is going to come down on its own? Is that what you think? Are you that naive to think that just crime is just going to wake up and say, you know what, I'm coming down, for goodness sake. I'm coming down. No, crime comes down whenever police deliberately are present in the CBD and they are actively patrolling. They are on duty. They are deliberate. Do you know what it means to be deliberate? They're on duty, so that when a police officer is walking through town and you see a police officer and something's wrong, a crime occurs, you approach the cop, he's on duty. Huh? Not the way it was where it always appeared as if you were just inconveniencing the police when you stopped it. That is the reason. That is the reason instant justice mobs were rife in the CBD. That is a nugget. That is a nugget. Let me say it again. That is the reason instant justice mobs were rife in the CBD. It's because there were no police. Oh, if the police are not present and the crime occurs, are they going to take him to the police? They won't. They'll just beat him within an inch of his life. We're going to teach you a lesson. But what type of society is that? Where you just catch someone and you beat him, kuti no, aba uyo. Ngawa ziba bwanje ati aba, akaya achira butuka. Enza tamangapa, ataba. So ni kumugwira. Twamuchita diringe, twamudiringa. That is nonsense. That is total unadulterated and diluted nonsense. We need police presence consistently, mate. All right. I'm going to cross the street. I on some pedestrian crossing. Yeah, it's the fade, Buana. They are faded. Can Lusaka City Council do its job? Eh? Can you please come and paint this pedestrian? Where are you going to get the money if you have the streets flooded with street vendors? There should be in the markets. Markets should be generating money. You should be generating money from ground rates, generating money from parking. Eh? Parking spaces here in the CBD. Have electronic payment systems where people pay electronically. Don't give these parking attendants cash. They just steal the money. Our parking attendants, they're all thieves. Ngefyo wafimba kumutwewe. Hello. 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 Mwamona ibini okay twarumba twachtalumbics. We've lumbered is what we've done. Thank you for this spin, but it's a bit inadequate. It is. Okay, you can't just have one bin, mate. And one of the most annoying, this is very indicative of the Zambian culture. You will understand what I'm talking about when I say to you, in Zambia it's possible to see a dustbin but if kopanshi. What type of nonsense is that, man? What type of craziness is that, boy? I tell you what, unbelievable. What if na umbula something? I can't touch that. That's why I insist. Whatever post I make them pick it up, because they have to understand that if you create unnecessary waste, you are going to be compelled to pick it up. No one is going to pick it up for you. That's a very Zambian way of living, and it's wrong. We need to change that. So this bin is inadequate. We need to have a bin in that corner, a bin there, a bin there, just there, even here, a bin here, so that people are aware that Ngabaredia in Konde, they just throw the banana peel in the bin, mate. It should be a natural part of our way of life. No mamuzambia bwana kuti achiposa fepansha alabanako aresha na kumbi kwaliba styrofoam containers on the ground, but bini lipo kwaliba. Is it there? I doubt if it's there. It's not there. Takwaba. Right, this is Cairo Road, and once again, let me reiterate for those of you that have just now joined, the city is clear, but it's not pristine. But it's a good start. It's a very important, very, very good start. Okay, the police should also deal with loiterers. Okay, because that's another source of nuisance, another source of ridiculousness. Okay, let's be clear about that. That's another source of debauchery. Anytime you've got young people just doing nothing but loitering. Fiaise firumendo fiaisa pano fili 15 yapa. Vicheza chapi. Valera nde fiedi ya shapa 50. That's wrong. They need to do something, mate. Find something to do. You can't come into town. That's a source of concern, that is. It is. And it's not safe. It's not safe. It's not right. Morning. How are you? Thank you. Thank you for saying hello. Thank you. I am a benchesaya. Do you know that there are chaps? Kwali baba rumendo. Nakulana muchibe manechisungu. There are a couple of young jamokes. Ngabaingira mu town. When they come into town, all they do is just sit on this bench and they just loiter. They pass snide remarks to women that pass by here. Hey, what your sister iwe? But warikashika iwe. Imi konso kukashika. Imi shishi. Wariterera. Usamba mumiuki iwe. That's all they do. That's all they do when they're sitting here. Harassment, mate. They shouldn't be here. Get rid of those jokers. These benches are not homesteads for juvenile delinquents who come into town, do nothing but loitering. Get rid of them. That's the reason why the police should be, when they patrol. Manja ibara enaku. Iwe wabolesa bala pakairo. Upeleka kuti. This is, you know what this is called? This is called cruelty to animals. You can't put a chicken upside down, mate. The blood rushes down to the brain. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Somebody says it's not your uncle's town. It is my town. It's your town. It's my town. It's your town. It's his town. It's everybody's town. We have to be responsible with our town. So if I say loiterers shouldn't be here, na lufianya, na lufianya, order, mate. The person who said that is probably a vagabond. My experience has been that anyone that says to me, whenever I hear people say, this is not your town, those are those are not good. Those are not good citizens. Life is about order. It's not about chaos. Okay? It's not about chaos. It's about order. It's about cleanliness. That's what it's about. So if you say you're Chichtambala, you're town, it's your town, it's my town. It's all about the town belongs to all of us. But it is our responsibility to be good citizens and participate in the ecosystem of the CBD, of the town, of the city. Always remember, I always tell you, and I'll never stop telling you this, if I've ever taught you one thing, always walk away with this reality. The city comes first, mate. The city comes first. Do you understand that? The city comes first. When the city comes first, everything else falls into place. It's like that old scripture, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and then all of these things shall be added unto you. In other words, if you put the city first, everything else falls into place, brother. Everything else falls into place. Yes, sir. Right, so see that's, I mean, I find it so reprehensible. I find it ridiculous. We got a place, we got an area full of bins, but then you got these people here. Right. Lovely. Thank you for that. I thought he was going to leave that behind. Hey guys, thank you for your service. Thank you so much. Bless you. Right. Area of Lusaka City Council. My sweepers, you're not paying the sweepers. You're not paying them. So how are they going to do an effective job if you don't pay the sweepers? Lusaka City Council. By LCC. Can you pay them so that there's no issue of non-payment? This Lusaka City Council Waste Management Unit. That's what that stands for. Right, we're crossing the street, mate. That's what we're doing. We're crossing the street. I'm going to my insane world. Not this place where this place is full of bourgeoisies. This is where you find the nondos. Do you know, ever heard of the nondos? Do you know who the nondos are? Bachi nondo. Those are the nondos. Mwabu gabuti. Gabotu. So finish mregister. Mwafuma kwe. Mwafuma kwe. Nomba hapo mwikala pano. Oh, finish mregister pano. Tapali. Okay, ni mwa nani shina? Ba Samson nani? Ba Piri? Ba Samson? Mbebe. Oh, shayu mfa po ineshine. Ba Samson Mbebe. Okay, ba Samson. Twaingira mu. Emkwai. See you later. Mwabugabuti. Kabotu. Kuchuko. Manje mwaenda kuti. Kusentro kuti.
Ifi tatwa votele fifile chitika.
Fifile chitika.
Nava toma ama shops bakomesa. Ba Civic Center balikana na tukwata mata mukoti. Now, how can they demolish? The matter is in court. It's actually
No, you need to speak one at a time, one person at a time.
He's using the state. Most of the time we went to Lusaka City Council when we were talking with Mr. Chama, the Director of Public and Housing. He was even telling him that the minister now but which rule?
One person at a time speak. Yes.
Yeah, so the government would like our president to see what is happening. We are not happy.
Happy.
Our president is saying
there's an action there.
Coming for the rule of law. But what we are seeing now is like they are going back to the notorious PF, which we refused. So we would like, this report to be taken to our president. Otherwise, no one is above the law. Right. Kachingwe is not even known. Yeah. They did coup. He's not even the chairman of that market. The matter is in court. People were calling for elections, but we were being victimized. Our rights were being infringed. But right now, we are not condoned. We are not going to tolerate any nonsense. If it's to apprehend us, they are going to apprehend us. If they want to persecute us, they are going to persecute us.
What's your name, sir?
My name's Francis Kamwena Simuchinga.
And what business were you running there, sir?
We are having the shops, like for us, we are selling the sneakers in Comesa.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So your shops were along the road?
No, our shops are inside. Actually, even those which are outside, which are along the road, They are not even affecting any road there, because that's the boundary of the Comesa market actually. Yes.
Well, what about the concern that they have that many of them were being built on top of the drainage systems, which also contributed to the flooding of the city?
That is lying. That is lying, Mr. Simon Mwewa. That is lying, because we have all the documentation. Actually, we went to Lusaka City Council. We showed them that this matter is in court, because the one who is claiming to be a chairman was not elected. He went that side, he went at that chair illegally. So the matter is in court, and actually the Lusaka City Council said if it's to demolish, we cannot demolish because the matter is in court.
Okay.
And how can Lusaka City Council demolish during the night? Because the people's items were there. They lost all the goods. Others were even keeping their money there.
But wasn't there a communique sent out that they were going to come and demolish?
No, the communication which went viral at social media was talking about tomorrow, Friday, which is 4th August. But today, this is 3rd August. So we are trying to know who is behind this scene. We are trying to know. And we would like to know which powers are these people getting, because our president said he's not going to tolerate about the cadres. So where are these people coming from? If it's our fellow youths, we even addressed them on cabinet. We said, you, our fellow youths, we ran the battle the time we are in PF, so that the PF can come out. We can have a freedom of expression. We can have a liberty. We can have a freedom of movement. Don't be used. Don't be used. Don't be used. This matter is in court. And for your own information, we even went ahead to the chairman of UPND, Mr. Antobolo. We gave him a notice from the court that the Judge Salasini, the judge in charge, is the one handling the matter, which we have at Comesa. We gave him the document to show him that the matter is in court.
Sir, we wish you all the best. So right now you're going where? You're going to the police?
Right now we are going to the police.
To do what?
We want the officer in charge by the name of Mr. Makasa to address us. Where are these people getting the powers? Because most of the time he's also involved. Most of the time they normally cause him to come and apprehend us at Comesa Market.
Okay. Sir, thank you for that, and I wish you all the best.
We thank you.
Thank you, sir. Cheers. Hello, Mama. How are you? Nice to see you. So, I'm going to push on. If you are done down, I'm going to push on. Because I need to hear your thoughts on this issue. Therefore, if you are done down, okay, all right, I hear you. Thank you. He's not mad. Don't say that. He's not mad. How rude. Number Bwana Fuaka. Fuaka. What are you doing with the cigarette? You need to tell me about that. Goodness gracious alive. Brother doesn't even know how dangerous that is. Mabugabuti. Fish mlexta. Mule wamia. Mule pianga muno. So if you want someone akusa. Manja muzaku malambira pesa. Kabi ingo kumwafuma mwafisha fidi ngefi mwala mule yakui.
Apatenda so.
Nga ififyonse mwafisha muzakida ntabwa kabiri mule pita kofi kusabwana mwafichita Q6 you kuser it. What about that? Who's going to take that? Who do you think is going to pick that up? There you go. Thank you. Bless you. Right. Hi lady, just a quick question, a quick one. It's going to be so fast.